The year is 2194. The Earth's been made uninhabitable. Settlements aren't getting along, and everyone's relying on AI to make it all better. Yeah, what else is new? Yun-E manages to deliver dated movie themes in a way no one's seen before. It's not that surprising, really. After all, it's coming to us from the same guy who directed Train to Busan. Yes, this video will be about Yun-E, but I can't talk about Yoon Sang-ho's latest release without talking about the critically acclaimed 2016 film, mostly because it sets a precedent. Everyone's just expecting greatness from Sang-ho now, and let me tell you that the man delivered exactly that with his latest release. The film touches on what would otherwise be considered a dated movie concept, humans relying on AI to make everything better, but it delivers in a way that hasn't been seen before. It's not the usual run-of-the-mill robots taking over the Earth film. If anything, Yun-E talks about how the scientists in charge of doing exactly that failed. Yep, they wanted to ensure robots were made stronger than humans. Many reviewers admitted that the only reason why they even gave the film a chance in the first place was because of Sang-ho's attachment to it. But 15 minutes in, and you'd realize that even without the critically acclaimed director's banner to give it the extra nudge, Yun-E would have done just fine on its own. After all, Yun-E became Netflix's most streamed non-English category film. The popular streaming service has hundreds of films, going up almost every other day, but not every one of them can become a hit. As I said, viewers gave this one a shot because of Sang-ho, but that would have just been enough to get the ball rolling. The reason why it made it to Netflix top 10 charts was because of the substance it had. That is, Kang Soo-yeon's portrayal of a daughter trying to pay homage to her mercenary mother. Kim Hyun-choo managed to convince us she was both human and a robot in the same 90 minutes, and a phenomenal supporting cast who delivered their absolute best when handed a script that required nothing but greatness from them. Yun-E tells us the story of Yun-Yun-Yi, who later becomes Yun-E, an AI-supported robot who's supposed to relive her human counterpart's former glory and save whatever little there is left of humanity. Yoon Se-yeon is the daughter she left behind, and while she might have been supportive of the idea of using her mother's brain to build a robotic warforce, Se-yeon quickly realizes that the world could do without AI, especially since humans weren't ready for them. But here's the twist. It's not like the other humans versus robots films we're used to. It's Saturday night, and you're browsing through Netflix, looking for a movie to watch. While you munch on something, you see Yun-E's made it to the top 10 charts, and you give it a look. What's it about? It's about humans and robots. Yeah, okay, that's been done before. It wouldn't have been Sang-ho's work had it been done before. And that's the thing. One of the many reasons why Yun-E's managed to do so well is because its concept isn't like the other sci-fi films out there. Yes, humans weren't ready for AI to help them rebuild Earth, but not because the robots suddenly decided they wanted more autonomy. No, because humans couldn't let go of their own demons long enough to give AI a shot at actually becoming something greater. Without giving away too many spoilers, think of the fact that Se-yeon, who had formerly led the project to build a robot based on her mother's memory, was the one who encouraged the final product to leave the research facility. Again, no spoilers, but here's what critics had to say about the film. Now, you can't expect everyone to like a new release, unless of course it's Sang-ho's work. Perhaps the most critical thing anyone had to say about Yun-E, and its real reach if you ask me, there was no Train to Busan. Basically, while his 2023 release managed to make waves, it was nothing compared to the tsunami that his 2016 release cooked up. Yes, the Train to Busan has since become an international treasure, but it would be unfair to compare it to Yun-E. Besides, both being Sang-ho's works, the only thing the two have in common is a stellar cast and an epic story to tell. Different stories, that is. According to Empire, the film starts off strong, with a premise that wasn't like other movies in Yun-E's category, and the ending, with its plot twist and all, was enough for viewers to jump up and down with an adrenaline rush. However, the author claimed that it would have been relatively easy to get distracted halfway into the film, but that's just one person's opinion. If you ask me, Yun-E has the makings of becoming an international treasure too. Does anyone really have any optimism for the 22nd century? I mean, we can hope for a better world, but everyone's pretty much accepted that climate change will probably get to us us one way or the other. This video just took a dark twist. But anyway, the year is 2194, and the Earth has been made uninhabitable. Humans have settled in man-made shelters, around 80 of them, as humans do. A few of those settlements banded together to form the Adrian Republic, then waged war against the Allied forces. Young Yi is seen as the woman who can keep the Adrian Republic at bay. She's smart, tactful, skilled, and has the makings of being the most iconic female lead anyone's seen in a long time. But then she dies. This wasn't a spoiler, by the way. It's literally the premise of the entire film. She dies, and the Adrian Republic has a chance to gain footing. Everyone needs Young Yi, but human mortality has caught up to her. The film could have ended in the first 15 minutes had Chronoid not asked for her family's consent to develop a robot based on Young Yi's memories. The trade? They'll take over Seo Yun's living expenses, medical costs, and education. She inadvertently becomes the project leader for the same project years later. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The researchers got what they wanted. They built a robotic mercenary exactly like Young Yi. This also meant that the robot would never be able to win an assimilation of the last battle the iconic female fighter took part in. The one where she died, that is. This basically halts the project while everyone's looking for answers. Why does a robot have the same limitations as a human? Can they make Young Yi better? And why isn't Chronoid interested in anyone else's brain? Seo Yun didn't think much of it. All she could see was a shot at furthering a project that paid homage to her mother. And then things got pretty messed up. Again, this isn't a video to give you any spoilers. I'm here to encourage you to go ahead and stream it right now. This is why I'll wrap up the summary with something that'll probably bug you until you actually watch the film. Humans wanted robots to be powerful enough to crush their enemies, but just weak enough for them to use them for their darkest desires. It's a great movie, really. Another reason why you should watch it is that it's the last time we'll ever see Kang Soo-yin on screen. Korea's first world star died shortly after filming wrapped up, playing Soo-yin in Yeon Yi. Known for having one of the longest rap sheets in the Korean film and television industry, the world lost one of the most iconic female leads ever. With Soo-yun's passing, the veteran actress rose to prominence with her lead role in The Surrogate Woman, which, by the way, earned her a Volpe Cup Award in 1987. Soo-yin was found unconscious in her home in Seoul on May 5, 2022. She was transported to the hospital, where doctors revealed she'd suffered cardiac arrest and a cerebral hemorrhage, which had left her comatose. 2 days later, her family and friends announced that the veteran actress had passed away. Yoon Yi was released in her memory. See you in the next video.